Hi there. Welcome back to Real Life on the Homestead in Ontario. And I am back in Ontario. Can you believe it? It was warmer here than in Europe while I was traveling. This planet is just too much. Never know what you're going to get. But I'm back here doing everything that we do on the homestead. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous end of March day. And that means maple sap is running, and that means it's maple sugar season. I'm no longer consuming sugar, however, my family is, and it's always better to produce your own, be it maple syrup, honey. I do maple sugar, so no refined sugar needed in our home. And I've got a lot of other things on the go. Meanwhile, I still want to share with you how amazing it was to travel through Europe on a proper human diet lifestyle. It's so easy. And I have thoughts of maybe putting a group together and having a bunch of like-minded people travel together. So let me know if you're interested in something like that. But for now, I've got things all over the homestead I need to get done, and I'll just show you what I'm up to. Snow is starting to melt off the garden, and soon enough we're going to see that garlic peek through. We're getting freezing rain this week, so I don't know what this will look like in about a week. Doing things on the homestead is a little bit of everything. You know, I enjoy my hot tub every morning. It gets my muscles softened up so that I could lubricate and get around. And since it's such a nice day, I'm changing out the water. Just the little things, but there's so many to do. Well, my first task is complete. The hot tub has been refilled and I'm starting to heat it up. It's going to take me about 2 days to get it up to 102 degrees that I like it at. So that's it. One task complete. Another pain in the butt thing to do. I lit the barbecue yesterday and one of the burners is just not burning hot. So I'm thinking there's probably a spider web within the line. All the burners are good. I've cleaned those out. But I think I'm gonna go get the air compressor and blow out the lines and see if that fixes the problem, because I grill almost every day. We got the sap boiling. And if you've never made maple syrup or maple sugar, it takes a lot of sap for any real quantity. We collect our sap in 5-gallon or 20-liter pails, and then we place it in this food grade drum. And 208 liters is 55 gallons, and that will get us 5 liters or 5 quarts of maple syrup. It takes a lot to end up with those little bottles of maple syrup, and that's why it costs so much. We do this for a couple of weeks nonstop, just boiling down the sap until it becomes syrup, and I always finish it in the house. And we're doing it over wood, so you get that nice smoky maple syrup flavor. The chickens are starting to enjoy the sunshine a lot more, and they deserve it. It's been a long, hard winter for them, and they're starting to come out and enjoy themselves. Hi guys, you want to say hello? And they are starting to lay out. They hear me. Here they come. This is what happens when you have happy chickens. They hear your voice and they come visit. You know they're happy when they do this. I'm starting to get some duck eggs now. I've only got 3 ducks, and they're starting to lay 1 a day. And all my chickens are starting to lay, so I'm getting about 2 dozen a day. Well, our happy chickens are laying proficiently. Look at how many eggs I've got here. This was the 2 weeks I was away and Jamie was collecting them. They're beautiful. They're wholesome. Some are smaller than others because when they start laying heavily in the spring. Sometimes it gets them a little bit of time to get up to snuff. What I do with these smaller ones is I'm going to hard boil them and pickle them. And I'll show you how to do that. Preserving eggs is huge for me. Like I said, preserving eggs is huge for me. And the reason that I preserve eggs in so many different ways is I'm no longer selling my eggs. I used to, but people don't value having free range, wholesome eggs that are fed off bugs and grass. And in the winter, I'm feeding them fodder. I don't get it. People think that $8 eggs are expensive, and they'd rather have the ones from the grocery store that are raised in mass confined spaces for these chickens. But they'll go to Starbucks and pay $6 to $8 for a garbage cup of coffee, full with sugar, whipped creams, sprinkles. You know, it makes no sense to me. Eggs are nutritionally packed. They're full of nutrition. They're one of the best things you can have. And you get a whole dozen for what I was selling them for $8. Some people sell them for more. Some people sell them for less. But I see value in my eggs. And if I'm not going to sell them for a fair price, I'm just going to preserve them for my own family. I'll make pasta with them. I'll freeze dry them. And then they're good for 25 years. I make ice cream. I make custards. I don't know if I've mentioned pasta. Pasta with eggs is the way to go. And at least if you're having that gluten and that flour, at least you're getting some good nutritional backing with that protein. But that's just another task on the agenda for today. Look at my duck eggs. They've just started to lay. I'm getting 3 eggs a day, and they're beautiful. I like my duck eggs for the purpose of making ice cream. Those yolks are so rich, and they just make the best custard. The weather can turn on a dime. It was beautiful and sunny, and now it's dark and gray. We're expecting a big freezing rainstorm all weekend. So we're trying to get all these little knick-knack things done around the property while we can. But holy smokes, I can't believe it was just so beautiful and sunny, and now it looks like it's going to storm. For our family, we only tap 30 trees. We don't find we need to do any more than that because we're not selling our maple syrup. And this is plenty for a year. So we never ever have excess, never goes bad, and we enjoy it. We enjoy this little process. We have the covers on to make sure no debris gets in our pail. And look at that, tons of sap just dripping out lovely. So Jamie's gonna go and collect with the 5-gallon pails, and another batch for tomorrow. Came in the house just to say goodbye to you. I am going to make a second video just showing you what I ate while I was in Europe, just so that my carnivore friends have a specific video on what I ate while I was traveling. But for now, go out, live your best life. And I'm going to have a lot to share on the homestead in the next few weeks. It's going to be a very busy time. And damn it, it's tax season. I hate tax season.